Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
I'm Lynn Nachbar. I'm from Bigfork, and we're in the Edge Center for the Arts Building in the gallery. The show presently in the gallery, we're about to have the opening reception for this show, is called This is Displacement. There are many different media represented, many different artists from around the country, all on the theme of this is land displacement and identity. And the artists are from all around the country. So this show will be traveling back to Minneapolis and being at the University of Minnesota and a couple other Minneapolis galleries, and then going on to Texas. So we feel very proud that it's premiering here in Bigfork.
It is 39 artists from all around the country, many of them from Minnesota, who have varying points of view of what displacement is, whether it's the original displacement from the native lands or just moving from one area to another, and their views on it.
Emily Johnson, she's a dancer and a choreographer. She created this piece called The Thank You Bar. And the piece was about missing home or asking the question, what is a true home? And she's from Alaska. Her tribe is Yupik. She moved to Minnesota to go to the University of Minnesota, and she got a degree in dance there. And she's been here in Minnesota ever since, so for about 15 years, I think now. But she still has this deep longing and connection to be in Alaska. And so that's what this dance piece was about. And she came up with this idea that she wanted to have an art exhibit to go along with the dance performance. And so she told me about her idea. We're friends. We work at a bookstore together called Birch Bark Books. And she told me about her idea, and I said, oh my gosh, I have this piece that would fit so perfectly with this exhibit. And since I had been doing some curating, I thought, I can help you with this. And so we created this exhibit that would originally it was supposed to just open with the premiere of the Thank You Bar. So it was just supposed to go along with that first premiere opening in Anchorage. But then after we did that, people from other venues started talking to Emily. They found out, about the exhibit, and they were planning on having the Thank You Bar at their venue, and we're like, well, we want This is Displacement, the art exhibit, to be here too. So it suddenly turned into this traveling exhibit, and so it's gone to Anchorage, it's gone to Tulsa, and it's gotten bigger and bigger each time. This version of it is the full version, and then it will go to Northrop Theater, and Emily will perform the Thank You Bar there. And then it will go to the Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis, and then it goes to Diverse Works in Houston, and then All My Relations Arts in Minneapolis. Possibly New York City, but that one's still pending. The show is really diverse. There's many different types of artwork in here, and many different styles and approaches, and we wanted to we didn't want to define displacement, because displacement means different things to different people, and so we really left that definition open. And so there's so many different perspectives, and there's so many different styles, and we just don't have two-dimensional art. We have some 3D, we have music, we have a film series that goes with it, an installation piece, just a lot of different work. Every person has their story of displacement. Every person, every being, animal, everybody has a story of displacement, I think. And we could have opened the show to anybody, but me and Emily are both American Indian. I'm Navajo, she's Yupik. We thought that the perspective from the Native American perspective was especially interesting, and since we're very connected to that experience, we wanted to narrow our focus to just Native people and their stories of displacement. I just like people to see these different stories, or to learn maybe some history about what has happened in our American history and how that affects people today, because it still does affect people today. It wasn't something that happened just, you know, the colonization and displacement didn't happen really long time ago. It affects people today. And so I like people to understand that. And I like people to see that Native American art can be more than just the stereotypical traditional art. That I mean, we do have a lot of, you know, we have some traditional artists in here. We have a beadworker, we have a quilt maker, and those are considered traditional. But there's so much that Native artists have to contribute, and it's so diverse, and you can't pigeonhole anybody.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.